Hi, my name is Reece Thompson. I am 24 years old. I'm from Rochester, Minnesota, and I am a junior here at Minnesota State University. I was previously a student back in 2018 to 2020. Um, I was a law enforcement major, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to do that. Kind of that spring semester of 2020, and then COVID happened, and then the George Floyd stuff happened shortly after that, and that really made me kind of want to stop and slow everything down and figure out if that's really what I wanted to do. And the military had also been a something on the forefront of my mind, and that's what I ended up doing. I joined the military in November of 2020 and was a crew chief on F-15s and F-35s for 4 years. I just finished that up in November, and I am back in school doing the same thing. I really realized I'm passionate about law enforcement and about serving your community and doing things that are a little bit bigger than yourself. And my goal is to be a police officer in the cities, in Minneapolis preferably. So yeah, I got a year and a half left of that. Pretty excited about it, which transfers us into section two of my speech. Three adjectives to describe myself. The first one being determined. I consider myself a pretty determined individual. I know what it takes to get what I want and be where I want to be, and I'm willing to put my head down and grind and do what it takes to get there. My second adjective would be confident. Consider myself a pretty confident person, pretty sure of myself. I value that a lot too. I mean, it's a good thing to be confident. You can accomplish a lot more if you believe in yourself. My third adjective would be I have a lot of energy, energetic. It's probably annoying to some people sometimes. I got a high motor, but that would be my third thing. Moving on to section three, 5 aspects of my personal identity. The first one being my family, my parents, obviously my mom and dad, and then I have 2 sisters. I have a younger sister, 20 years old. She's a nursing student at St. Thomas, and then I have a 31-year-old sister who's a nurse as well at the Mayo Clinic in Rochester. My second aspect would be that I'm a middle child. So you have your classic middle child situation, all the characteristics. My third aspect would be my favorite skill about myself is my time management. I learned that from my mom. It's a very valuable skill for anybody to have, obviously, because if you know how to manage your time well, you can accomplish a lot more. It's good to be able to plan an agenda each day, day in and day out. And know what you're doing, and if you have good time management, not only do you leave yourself enough time to get all your things done, but you also have enough time to just relax and decompress at the end of the day. My fourth aspect would be my favorite hobby, being fitness, the gym. It's my favorite skill because I find that a valuable skill to have, a valuable hobby to have, because obviously fitness is a good thing to be interested in. It keeps you healthy, and the reason it's my favorite is because if you can make the gym a hobby versus a chore, it makes going to the gym a lot easier on yourself. My favorite quote, going into my fifth aspect, would be a quote by Eric Thomas. He's a motivational speaker from Maryland. He says, "I dare you to take a little pain." It sounds extremely corny saying it right now, but it meant a lot to me, especially back in 2020 when I was considering joining the military, because it kind of put things in perspective for me and made me realize like doing 4 years in the military, it's just a blip on the radar. At the end of the day, it's gonna be very beneficial to me, and it's gonna go by very quick, and I'm gonna be able to see a lot, do a lot, and just will help me out a lot in the long run. And it made me a lot less scared about leaving my family and leaving my home and making myself uncomfortable and going to do something different that's going to it's going to expect more out of me and challenge me a little bit more than what I was doing. Moving on to number 4, 5 aspects of my social identity. The way people see me. My first one would be white, Caucasian. Second, straight. Third, they see me as a male, so a white straight male. My fourth one would be that I speak English. I wish I spoke another language, but unfortunately I do not. Just English. And then my fifth, I'm 24 years old, as I said previously. Did 2 years of college after high school, 4 years in the military, which brings me to 24. So my 5 aspects of my social identity would be a white, straight, English-speaking, 24-year-old male. Moving on to number 5, describing one intersection regarding my social identity and how it impacts me, I would say that the intersection would be the white, straight male. Kind of can sometimes maybe paint me as like douchey and fratty when people see or meet me for the first time, just because you have those 3 things. And one of my hobbies is the gym, and I'm into sports, so sometimes people might have a predetermined opinion on me before they even meet me, because I just I check all those classic boxes. It impacts me because it might give me an instant into a friend group of other guys who are like me, but it also might impact me because certain people might see that and instantly think a bigot or like a Trump supporter, something like that, due to those 3 things that I mentioned. Moving on to the final part of my speech, that being the conclusion. One goal that I have for this course is to become a public speaker. I, like everybody, hate public speaking. It makes me pretty uncomfortable. That's why I took this online class. It still makes me a little uncomfortable. I don't exactly like to hear myself talk, especially watching it on video. It's very strange. But I'm hoping that this class develops some skills and makes me a little bit better at that kind of stuff, makes me a little bit more comfortable. So hopefully 4 months from now, I'll be a little bit better version of myself, develop some more skills, and become a little bit better at public speaking, and maybe one day be able to feel comfortable presenting in front of a group of people. That'll be all. Thank you.